Hey guys, M2 Collector here with another figure review. I know it's been a few days since I reviewed anything. I was on a work trip for a few days, but I came back to a bunch of new toys and everything. A couple of Marvel, well, just the one Marvel Legends for now, but later today I am receiving the new Nemesis X-Men wave. So very exciting times. I got a bunch of Sentinel fighting armor figures that I'll be checking out. I got the 3-0 DLX Hulkbuster. I'll be checking out. So some cool stuff. I got a couple Mafex DC figures. So exciting times. Stick around to the channel because I got a lot of stuff to review. It's going to be very cool. But here we have the Marvel Legends Dark Avengers Warbird. This I picked up on eBay. Some random seller place had it. I don't know what it was. It arrived while I was out, but here we go. This is essentially the same exact figure as the Target exclusive Warbird figure that we had, Miss Marvel, aka Carol Danvers. The Dark Avengers version is not Carol Danvers, even though it looks the exact same and basically uses the exact same heads. I say basically, it definitely does use the same exact heads. The difference is we don't get the sash belt with the Dark Avengers version. We get that scarf up there. But essentially the same exact thing. But this is the Moonstone version of Warbird or Miss Marvel because this is the Dark Avengers version. So it's not Carol Danvers in there. It is a Norman Osborn's team. So we're going to get into it a little bit and we'll see some other Dark Avengers characters lined up. And we've got some more Dark Avengers figures coming out later this year. So exciting. Dark Avengers logo there. We get the artwork of Miss Marvel there, or Warbird. They keep calling her Warbird. I don't know if that's just like a branding thing, but you know, Miss Marvel is what she went by in the comics, even as, you know, the fake Miss Marvel. But anyway, the bio reads, Dark Avengers Warbird, under the leadership of Norman Osborn, Moonstone is recruited to imitate the hero Carol Danvers in the malevolent group of Dark Avengers. So there we go. So let's go ahead, open it up. Let's take a look at the figure. Okay, so here we have the Moonstone Dark Avengers Warbird or Miss Marvel here. It looks pretty good. It's essentially the exact same though. I mean, we're not well, no, it's not the exact same. The boots are different as well. I didn't think about that. The boots are different, so she's probably going to have a little bit of height on her. Remember, this particular Target exclusive figure was kind of on the short side. We will see how she kind of lines up, because it's just now that I realized, like, oh wait, you know what? The legs are in fact different. So maybe this particular figure is not on the short end like we all, you know, kind of had our complaints or our feedback, our criticisms for. And I guess no, they look about the same size. If anything, she's just a tad bit taller, but nothing else there. Oh, you know what? The upper torso is different too. So I keep saying it's the same exact figure. It's in fact not. So I will take a closer look so I can better inform you guys as far as what the differences are between the two figures. This might be a case where this is more similar to like the Jean Grey Phoenix figure. But I will take a closer look at that and I'll figure that out and we'll let you guys know. So let's go ahead and zoom in now on the Dark Avengers Warbird. Okay, so here's the up-close look at Carol Danvers. So I did compare the two. I am now convinced that the mid-torso and the upper torso pieces are not the same between the two figures. The hip piece is going to be the same, and then the legs are not the same at all. The feet are probably the same. Actually, you know what? I don't even think the feet are the same. Yeah, the feet aren't even the same. So it's actually not a lot of the same figures. Same head sculpts, though. As you can see, the two head sculpts are the exact same. It's just we got golden out eyes there for the Dark Avengers Warbird. And then her hair is a darker color. And then there's this weird, like, I don't know what it is. It actually looks pretty sloppy. I can see, like, it looks like some paint chipped out of the hair as opposed to, like, you know, different shading, as you could see with like Carol Danvers. You could see like there's a couple of shades of color in there to bring out the thing, and this just looks like caked on paint where like paint is just missing or like chipped off. It's kind of weird looking. You have to see it in person to really notice it. It's just kind of weird looking, and I don't know if it's just how the paint cured on there or something. It is kind of weird. But we got the same exact head sculpts that we got there. So really, if you wanted to, you could just have this as an original Carol Danvers Miss Marvel, if that's what you wanted to do. You know, but specifically, you know, I think with the gold golden out eyes there. This is the Moonstone version from Dark Avengers, but it looks good. It looks good. We get that classic Miss Marvel suit, you know, the red and black with the gold star there painted in the front with the exposed legs. You got the black and red boots there. So it looks good. No complaints here. They've got this sash. This could be one that we had seen before. I can't really tell, to be honest with you. But it works. The head sculpt was a little bit harder to put on. This head sculpt was a little bit harder to put on because, you know, you got that scarf there that you got to kind of contend with in there. That is on there tight. Is it like glued? No, it's not glued, but it is on there tight. So if you wanted to take it off, you could, as you can see there. But yeah, again, that's really, really tight on there. So let's swap out the head sculpts. And then you can have here where you could actually see Ms. Marvel's eyes, and that looks pretty good. But again, I kind of like the golden out version because it just kind of looks a little bit more menacing. And, you know, when we think Dark Avengers, we think, you know, kind of evil, pretending to be good, but no, not really. So I think that works there. So let's go ahead and now zoom out and let's take a look at her articulation. But let me mention the accessories first. We get these little like power effect pieces that we see so many times, millions of times. They're just the yellow ones. She's got the open hands, and then she also does come with a pair of fists as well. So extra hands and then the power effects there. So now let's go ahead and see how she moves. It's going to be good. Okay, so the head sculpt, to be honest with you, with long hair, you really can't get any figure to look up. It is on a dumbbell joint, so you can only get her to look down so much. You can do a swivel in there, but even then, it's hard with the way the scarf is on there and the way that the hair is shaped. So just a heads up on that, you're not getting a whole lot of movement in there. The arm you can get to go straight on out like so, which is good. You get a full rotation in there. You do have that butterfly joint in there, which is great. So you can get that arm to go back pretty far there. And then you can get it to come forward there, so you can get some good crossbody going there. You got the upper bicep swivel in there. Get that effect piece off. You got the double jointed pinless elbow. Gives you that much bend there at the elbow. Let me see. I could probably get that a little bit more, but the hand was getting in the way. Yeah, so that much bend there at the elbow, which is really, really nice. Wrist swivel, and they do hinge, standard horizontal hinge on both the open hands as well as the fists. We got the upper torso diaphragm, and then the inverted ab crunch. So this is the like ultra articulated female figure, but diaphragms are still pretty limited. As you can see, she can only tilt to her left that much there. She can only tilt to her right that much there. Going back on that diaphragm, fair amount, but coming forward on that diaphragm is basically going to be nothing. So that's why we get the inverted ab, so that we can get her to crunch forward in total that much there, which is good. And then going back in total is that much there. A little probably unrealistic, but that's what we got. And then you get to get a swivel at that diaphragm there, since there is no waist swivel, and none of the female figures really ever got waist swivel. I think there's some exceptions. Legs go out that far apart. She can kick forward that far. The leg does not go back at all. You got the upper thigh cut in there. Double jointed pinless knee. So give you that much bend there at the knee, which is nice. No ankle calf swivel or of any kind. Foot hinges down that much. You get some hinge up. Ankle pivot. Peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So good articulation. The inverted ab crunch makes a huge difference when it comes to the female figures, because Hasbro has just not figured out how to really well articulate a diaphragm joint. Okay, so side by side, I know I did this kind of earlier, but again wanted to kind of point out that they are not exactly the same exact figure. The legs are different. Some of the torso pieces are in fact different. This is more kind of the exact same as like the Jean Grey Phoenix figure, as opposed to the Warbird Miss Marvel Target exclusive figure. So there we go. There, again, the head sculpts are the exact same. They're just painted slightly different. Yeah, so there we go. Dark Avengers Warbird, it's Miss Marvel. Dark Avengers Miss Marvel. This is the Moonstone version there. And of course, we actually did get a couple of Moonstone figures. There was the original one that released in the Thunderbolt San Diego Comic-Con box set. And then we got another release of it with new arms and I think a new upper torso. But this is the Target exclusive Moonstone, I think it's supposed to be like the supervillains type wave, right? So here we have Moonstone. She's got the Thunderbolts logo there on her back. So yeah, a little bit of a difference there. Like body wise, and we're talking two different eras of like Marvel Legends, right? We're in like the more modern, whereas this particular figure, that head sculpt is 10 plus years old at this point, but this figure just came out a couple of years ago. So, you know, the heads, as you can see, are massively different sizes. But you can see kind of where like an older Marvel Legends figure to what some of the newer stuff is. Not that Marvel Legends makes perfect figures, especially for females. It is much better than it was before. And this one did get the update, at least with the double jointed elbows and the bicep swivel. But still, like the legs were really not good because we still had the pin legs on there. So like even getting for her, it's kind of semi hard to get her to stand upright. Okay, so here we have our Dark Avengers minus the Daken Wolverine. That will actually be coming out a little bit later this year in that new mini comic wave that just went up for pre-order. So I'll have a link in the video description below for that figure if you're looking to get it out, to pick it up. I mean, the Novar Captain Marvel isn't technically the correct version because he doesn't have, he has a different suit here, so you can kind of fudge it. This is the Peter Parker symbiote Spider-Man, not Matt Gargan Spider-Man, Venom fake Spider-Man. I would love to see this Spider-Man figure on this particular body, and then it be our Dark Avengers Spider-Man, because it'll be, you know, Matt Gargan. He'll be bulkier, a little bit bigger, because he could kind of change his size a little bit, but he was definitely bigger than Peter Parker, definitely bigger than this. So I would love to see this Spider-Man on this body. You guys let me know what you guys think of that down in the comments below, because think about it. If that fit in there with the Dark Avengers that size, I think it'd be really cool, but you guys let me know. I used an older, super old Hawkeye to kind of represent the Bullseye version of Hawkeye in there, just I guess because it's darker in color too, Dark Avengers. So we have that there. We got the Ares that was kind of a new figure, kind of a re-release of the Build-A-Figure there, but the Amazon exclusive Cabal 3-pack that had Iron Patriot there. We got that Walgreens Sentry in there. We got our new Dark Avengers Miss Marvel Warbird there. So almost there. We get that Daken a little bit later this year. Maybe there will be more. I think it was kind of teased like, oh, there's going to be more Dark Avengers. And I can't imagine that after they announced Warbird, Miss Marvel, Moonstone, that they're going to be like, there's going to be more coming, and then they only give us one. Maybe we will get new. Maybe we'll get a Novar Captain Marvel. Maybe we'll get that Matt Gargan Dark Avenger Spider-Man. Maybe a new Sentry. But I don't know. You guys let me know, what do you think we will get? I wouldn't mind getting a suited Norman Osborn. I think that would be pretty cool. Maybe a new Ares. Who knows? You guys let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think of the Dark Avengers Warbird Miss Marvel figure. I think it is a good one. So it's good that you could use for either, you know, Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, the original Miss Marvel suit and everything like that. Or if you want to do and build out the Dark Avengers, you can do that. It is a fan channel exclusive release. I'll have links in the video description below to be able to pre-order if you're looking to pick it up. But you guys give me all your thoughts down in the comments below. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.